I'm starting not to like your aggression right now, Dallas. Just being honest. I felt like you made some good moves. I felt like you went out there and got Pickens, but I'm not seeing this promise that you made.
Certainly comes into an account, and at the end of the day, we're looking for some credit for that. And the main reason for it is we're gonna spend to the cap.
You said you go spend to the cap. You said you go spend to the cap.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
And you video, man. I don't know what happened, bro.
Man, shoot, I had to get rid of all of the stuff on my end, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had. You had too many of them things in there, bro.
I'm just messing with you.
Had too many of them screenshots. Them get back to your screenshots.
No,
I gotta get back to that.
I'm just messing with y'all, man. But good to see y'all, man. I know it's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, Big Game James, the OC, and as well as Boss Cowboys Sports, man. I guess what Big was saying is all about wins, man.
Yeah.
And losses. So
yeah,
man, we can.
And that was with Dak.
Oh, it was with Dak. I thought you were talking about the culture and the coach.
Hold on real quick.
All of what he's doing.
Lau, since you came in, we're going to let you finish off with this one.
Of the many statistics out there now, is there one that you look at that will indicate to you during the season that Dak is being successful right now? He's doing what you want him to do in your system.
Yeah, wins.
Is that right?
I mean, that's the underlying measure of it all. Whenever your head coach back up your quarterback, that's everything. I remember the damn coach over there, the Eagles. He backed up Jalen Hurts. He said, the man wins game. It doesn't matter if he runs the ball for 100 yards. It doesn't matter if he throws for 100 yards. He wins the game, and he's on a team that's winning. And having that endorsement from the guy that's above, it will sprinkle down to below. So I think that if Shotty continued to uplift Dak Prescott and say, hey, it begins with wins, I think that everything will work its way out.
Okay, is it okay if I rapid fire Lau real quick just to make sure we get him in? I want to make sure we get him in on some of these topics real quick. Lau, what's your thought on this?
It's the business side of it. It's mandatory minicamp, right? So fines are real. I think you asked me about Donovan. No, he's doing great. He's doing really, 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 really great.
There's a lot of really.
And again, it's the business side of it's going to get done, but you can't watch the guy and not get excited just watching him do the things that we're doing out there on the grass, the things that we saw coming out of Boston College, and then the work ethic is elite.
Elite. Rapid fire.
That's a lot.
What's your thoughts on
a lot of Kool-Aid?
Yeah, for Donovan.
There's a lot of sugar in that one.
Catch us up quick, Lau. Catch us up to your thoughts.
Well, what happened here is that with the Kool-Aid report is that he may be really good and bendable, but we need to see it in the real game. Yeah, and elite is not a word that we can just throw around. I think that that's something that we have to wait and have pad days before we say any of these things or tangible football games. But I think in what he's saying is that by him at least showing up is different from the different approach that Shamar Stewart is doing, right? He's not doing any of that because he's not signed. So is Donovan Ezeraku. He's not signed. So by him showing up, I think that that's Shotty way of just protecting the player.
All right, so this is the last one and then final words.
I remember the wrath of Marty. What does the wrath of Shotty look like?
Ooh. Maybe a few more F-bombs. and my dad did swear, and I'm working on it. I am trying to work on it. But sometimes my tongue gets a little loose.
Yeah. I love every bit of it, making the necessary adjustments. When we was on this other show and we was talking about Jason Garrett, he says, we do what we do best. Whether we playing football here or on the moon, we going to do what we do best. And what they did best, they didn't make the necessary adjustments, right? It was game to game. Like, come on, can you make any in-game adjustments? Now, on the flip side, we got my guy, Mike McCarthy, that they did what he thought was best, but he never ran the ball. So it was quarters defense, and they kept throwing it into the teeth of it, not with a precise plan of running the ball in quarters defense or when you see in multiple too high safeties. What I'm picking up with him with Shotty is that he's going to be doing what they do best with concept and scheme of running the ball when it's time, and they're going to do what's work. I think that they were saying somewhere with Clayton Adams and beyond is that they're going to do it until they stop it, right? So meaning that we're going to have a better approach to it. And on top of that, if you heard what I believe what the guy named that played for the not Green Bay Packers, but Allen that played with Pickens in Pittsburgh. He said, man, I was getting so many too high safety looks that Pittsburgh had no choice but to run the ball. Well, now we got that situation in our back pocket.
That's right.
We'll be able to run the ball now.
That's right. Love it. So,
yeah.
Man, glad to see you, Law. Been a couple of weeks.
I appreciate it.
Them weeks was long though, bro. We needed you, bro. We needed you, man.
Longer than Jay Leno's chin. Every time I was like, hey, they keep moving it to this same date, but I think they got one more time that they're gonna move it to this date, and then we back free on Tuesdays, man. I appreciate you, man, for being flexible with me, man. I apologize I'm not able to. Oh yeah. To be in the mix with y'all fellas, man.
And I'm letting y'all know. I'll talk to you behind the scenes, Law. I call.
Okay.
For some stuff we got coming. So let's go ahead and get my final words, and I'm gonna finish out mine. Dallas, I want you to go ahead and keep your promise. I think Big had a great idea with Stephon Gilmore. I think it's a great idea. Even though we made it clear that corner probably okay, I'm not mad at that idea. What I really feel like we need is rotational veteran at one tech to assist Mozzie. I don't think it's wise to trust these young guys.
Right.
And I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow in depth. But that's my final words. Is I really want you to keep your promise. And I felt like you missed the opportunity with Chubb. Dallas, I think you missed that opportunity. Somebody that's $1 million cap hit. What we doing? So
what we doing here? Yeah.
Like what we doing? Especially somebody that fit Brian's physicality vision. I don't get it. Right. Dallas, let's get back aggressive, man. You're starting to look kind of soft.
I'll go next, boss. Hey, man, so look, at the end of the day, man, the Cowboys are still in the driver's seat in terms of this offseason. The foundation has been poor, but the cement is not dry. And so Marty Schottenheimer still has to, Brian Schottenheimer, he still has to get the team going in terms of the work ethic, in terms of what they need to do, in terms of execution of the offense and of the defense. And we won't see the maturation of that until we get into training camp. But they off to a good start. They had a good draft. Yes, we can use some help at DT, but otherwise the team overall looks very, very competitive. Yes, we can pick up another physical running back. I still think they actually got a little time on that. I wouldn't be as concerned about that until we get into training camp. But right now, we got a little bit of a dead period where a few things could happen. So it's a wait-and-see situation. But as far as I'm concerned, hey, they're off to a good start, and they're headed the right direction so far. So that's my final word.
Good. Yeah, appreciate you, OC. Hey, OC, good job out there with them athletes too, man. Been hearing a lot of good things about you, bro. OC doing some great things out there, man. He even working. He ain't gonna tell you, but he working with even some Dallas Cowboy players.
He doing the Lord's work.
Come on, with
for real. So good job, OC, man, and hey, help us get that championship, man. Get them boys ready.
I'm doing my best, bro. Appreciate you.
Well, my final word is this. Number one, I'm bouncing off Boss. Yeah, stay true to your word, Stephen Jones, and get Mozzie some help, because I still don't believe in him. Yep, I said it. I still don't believe him. So I get some defensive tackle help, because we need to see Mozzie step up. But as far as the running back thing, I'm gonna be with OC. I feel with Boss. I feel what you're saying, dog. But I need to see these other guys first before we jumping off the ledge saying let's go get somebody. I think our running back room is going to be better than a lot of people think. People talking about last year. That running back room was atrocious. You get what I'm saying? But I don't see that this year, and I think it's going to surprise some people. And come back to me on that. I think it's going to surprise. But
that's real.
We're heading into training camp. I really don't have too much to say. It's just, I love what I hear, but you know what? As much as I love Shotty and the Libra game, that talking don't matter if we don't win games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can love Shotty all I want to, but if you ain't winning, it don't matter, right? But I do believe, like I said, when you put in this type of work, When you're going this hard and it's pure and it's honest, those wins come.
Yeah.
I just really believe that. When you really put in the work and it's honest and it's not the fakey stuff, I believe it's going to carry this team. And I think this is what the team has needed for a very long time. They've needed something to carry them in these games. And we like, okay, this is a big game. We kind of need this, and we don't need them goofy mistakes. I feel like when you're establishing this type of stuff right now, this type of culture, this type of love, this type of bond, this type of friendship, this type of talking, this type of open doors. And yeah, it's gonna be some open door. We're gonna talk, we're gonna conversate, but guess what? We still gonna work hard. And guess what? Things are gonna happen if you slip up. And I just feel like this is the type of thing that the Cowboys really needed. And I feel like when we're coming into these games, especially that gauntlet at the end of the year, I feel like those are the type of things, like I said, you don't have the offside, you don't have the false starts when it's a 3rd and 2 and you false start. Now it's 3rd and 7. We've seen so many times, or there's a guy who misses assignment and the guy gets a deep pass, and I just feel like when you're not together as a team, those things happen. When you're not a band of brothers, you don't play for each other, and then the finger pointing, which was going on last year, those things happen. But when you, as a coach, establish that open line of communication and show the real care and love, and I'm not saying McCarthy did it, but I feel like Schottenheimer is doing it in a different way because of the communication. Communication is key, because every time I hear these players or these coaches or this organization, I keep on hearing communication. So obviously that's something that's been lacking in that building, and it's finally being shown. And I feel like communication, along with real love, is going to show this team some things that we haven't seen in a long time. And I'm interested to see when it's going to come into with these big teams, because I feel like this might be a year where we might surprise some people in those big games where we're like, damn, they won that. Look at that coaching move. Look at this coaching, because so many times we don't hear about coaching. Dallas had great coaching move. Look at this great
Right.
coaching move in the 3rd quarter. Look at this great play call, or look how he didn't mess. We've been lacking that. I think with this preciseness, we're going to hear about great coaching from the least expected source. I'm I just
I
just want
trust
to say
your
this
gut,
last
bro.
thing.
You got a good gut. I see.
Schottenheimer-
See, this is gut talk.
Schottenheimer,
Yeah.
yes, this is coming from my belly, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, Schottenheimer is ready to prove a lot of people wrong. If you think that he, for 1 second, is not thinking about that every day, that when they hired him, they said that's a wrong move, that's a terrible hire. He been here this long, he ain't had a whole head coaching job. I guarantee you, Schottenheimer heard all that, and he says, "I'm gonna prove you mother suckers wrong. Watch."
Love it.
That's my final word.
Make sure y'all hit
Man.
that like, man. Y'all burning us on them likes.
Man, come on, hit that like button, share this content, man. And I'm going to piggyback off of Big Game James, man. It's something about when you know brotherhood, you fight a little extra. I won't be weary if I call Big Game James and say, hey, man, I need your help with something, to clean up some stuff, man. I'm quite sure Big Game James would do it off of the simple strength that we know each other.
That's
Same
right.
way with you, boss, and
That's
as
right.
well as the OC. So I think that's what Shotty is establishing, man, by these guys being everywhere at the same place, and also holding these guys accountable, knowing the dog name and these sorts. So I think that this team is, as relates to the energy heading into training camp, is different. Perfect attendance. I like all of that, but it goes back to everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. The result is the fact that we need to win. All of this is cute. All of this Kool-Aid, give me the sucrose, give me the sugar, give me all of the stuff that you can put in. Agave, give me some agave for mine. Put all of that in this Kool-Aid, but make sure that when it's time to fight, that it's time to fight. The
That's right.
whole ideology of Izzy getting mad today on Twitter because of Tommy Yaris reported that they couldn't stop Pickens. I like that. I remember, on my final word, I remember it was 2015. First day of practice, Cam Newton, Josh Normal, that's what my guy Big Game James called him. They had got into a fight because he threw a pick six. And I said, man, that team about to do something this year. I love the traction between offense and defense, and I can't wait to see what this is going to look like when we head out to Oxnard, because now we get a full sample size of wide receiver versus DBs, and that is going to elevate the room, and that's what I'm looking for. And Shotty is going to go back to that competition. That's everything. And if these guys can continue to compete with each other and against each other, I think that we'll be ready for week one. Hey, boss.
Yo.
Big Game James in the OC. If you go pull up PFF and you look up their depth chart, them rascals got Ringo out there as the starting DB. A lot of people are not bringing this up, but they are leaning on Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean to have a backup second year like they did for the first year. Sophomore slumps are real things, but it's going to be a real eye-opener when you seeing Pickens and Lamb and whoever it may be. And if you even got a Ringo, we got a Mingo. And, hey, and that's going to equal a bingo right when it's time for us to score a touchdown, because I know Ringo. I know y'all have looked up Keely Ringo's tape. So, hey, I'm okay with week one. We just got to get to it.
That's what's up, man. Hey,
yeah.
I'm going to call you live. We got to talk.
No doubt, bro. Let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm going to call you too, Big.
All right, it's on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to run it up. Kind of check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the game.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.